I'm Inside and I saw Pokémon the movie, Black, Victini, and Reshiram. It is directed by Kurihiko Yoyama. This is the 14th Pokémon movie. And if you haven't seen this movie, I will spoil it for you before we get into the movie. Episode sponsored by my Fansly. Go check it out after this review. So the movie starts, we're following Ash and friends in the 5th generation. Okay, thank goodness. Dawn, no longer. We have the Dragon Girl. Oh boy, I gotta learn her name by the next review. Iris is here. Oh my goodness. Iris, she's got a dragon Pokemon. And I remember my first experience through the Pokemon games was Generation 5 was when I actually completed it. Generation 4 I just had, but Generation 5 I completed actually the story. And I'm seeing the anime version of the story with the cool Pokemons. Oh man. I remember when Reshiram first came out, I cannot find any images to allude to this at all anymore, but when Pokemon Black first came out and like the design for Reshiram's little tough thing at the bottom looks like a weeder, and I thought it looked like a weeder, and why is no one talking about it now? Ah! Anyway, Ash and friends, Irish, Cylon, here's the grass starter type gym leader dude. He's part of the trio dudes. I like this generation. I remember this generation of Pokemon pretty fondly. So I like the story of we're seeing Victini, event Pokemon when it first came out. Victini is a cool little Pokemon. I think it's a fire psychic type, but I could be wrong. I like Victini. Victini is a victory Pokemon. Victini touches Ash, and Ash saves some Deerlin, which is nice. I like the establishing of Victini interacting with Ash pretty early on. It's really nice. It's just nice. It's like, oh yeah, Victini chose Ash. Oh yeah, let's go. Maybe it's because Victini's a fire type and Ash's name is Ash because that's the byproduct of fire. Got him. Of course, Victini shows himself after a while, but not before hiding from Ash, stealing Ash's macaroons that Cylon brought, and I want macaroons. If someone would want to give me macaroons, whatever these are, I've never actually had one before, but I do want to try one. But Victini steals them from Ash. How rude. What a rude friend. But eventually, after giving Ash's Pokemon a lot of luck after bad type matches. Man, Ash, after so many years of being a Pokemon master, do you still not care about type match advantages at all? Okay, first of all, you send a Tepig against a Samurott. First of all, Samurott, coolest Pokemon in this generation. Survivor, whatever the evolution is, no. Embor, none of that. Samurott, best Pokemon evolution of all the starters in this generation. Okay, so of course Tepig wins somehow with power of Victini. Does the same with another Pokemon. Who cares about the type advantage? It was weak. And Ash power. Got the power. I got the power, says Ash. And also Victini appears. Victini is no longer visible. Victini cannot pass the walls of these little pillars. Also, there's a legend 1,000 years ago. The Dragon Force. Oh no, not the Dragon Force. It's being disrupted. Not the Dragon Force, the precious Dragon Force. Of course, you gotta put a sword, plus the power of Victini and the king. To save the Dragon Force, you gotta let the sword keep here. You gotta keep it here. You got meddling ancestors who think they know it all. They don't know why that, oh, maybe this thing right here, I don't know why it's placed here. I want to move it. Maybe it's placed there for a reason, dude. Maybe that's the only best place for it, okay? Why do you have to move things? Oh, I want to bring people back to our ancestors. And it's like, you're now though, who cares? What, you just have genetics of ancestors? All you gotta really care about what your ancestors did. Maybe the diseases that they give you now. Of course, I'm the type of person who is not connected to like a family at all. Like all of my family don't care. Told me little to nothing compared to this guy who's lived in a great time, doesn't know how good he has it. Quite unfortunate. And he wants to move the sword thingy and he captures Victini. Zekrom is here because also found interesting, even though this is called Pokemon Black and Reshiram is the mascot, Zekrom appears, I think like 3 times, like instances across the movie. There's like an extended scene with Reshiram, but Reshiram is summoned towards the end and it only really appears like in 2 scenes. I'm just saying that Zekrom appears more in a movie called Pokemon Black. I know Reshiram is black, but he's a Pokemon White mascot, dude. I had Pokemon White. Zekrom is so cool. You can't do this to me. Ugh. But anyway, they help have the sword no longer be in the air because it got risen in the air by Victini's power. Mwahaha, of course. He's shown the error of his ways, this ancestor kid is. Good. I'm glad he learns from his mistake. He puts the Dragon Force into the ground again. The Dragon Force sword thing. The Dragon Force is a force within the earth. That's established. The sword thing that's floating that stops the Dragon Force is what is being moved, and he wants it to be moved somewhere else. You want to move your kingdom away from where it's been established? Dude, I don't know, keep using these lands. You got like a really nice place going on here. You don't even have to worry about like sowing, farming right now, dude. You got like a nice, bountiful harvest going on, and you're like, oh, I want to move it. I want to move places. This dude does not seem very fortunate about himself. Thank goodness these pillars are now destroyed by the help of Reshiram and Zekrom. Also, they have ideals. They represent different philosophies. There's Zekrom, which represents ideals, and then there's truth, which Reshiram represents. In this movie, I guess this movie is very much like this dude ideally wants to have his kingdom somewhere else, but the truth of it, Reshiram appears and is like, put it back. This is necessary, dude. And the movie ends in Ash hugging Victini and Pikachu. Man, I really like Ash, okay? Every time I watch a movie, it just reinforces like why I like Ash so much, because he's resilient. He cares about Pokemon genuinely. And it seems like he's come to understand Pokemon as Pokemon and wants to like create a bond instead of using them for whatever means necessary. I hear that the next movie, Pokemon White, Victini, and Zekrom, is basically the same plot as this movie, but I'm interested to see what the differences are. So go check out the review when it's out. I want to see what the differences are. Oh boy, I do Pokemon reviews every Wednesday until I'm done with them. And then I'm moving on to something else. I like Reshiram in this movie a lot. I also like Zekrom. Let's see, who's better in this movie? In my opinion, I think that Zekrom is cooler. He's a cooler Pokemon. But Reshiram only has like one voice line, and it's like, just do it. It's like, Reshiram, I want you to speak more. Oh no. My Reshiram boy. Sad. I'm sad that he's not included as much as Zekrom is in this movie. But it was a fine and fun plot. A lot of the plot felt very like a day in the life of Ash and Victini hanging out, and then this whole ordeal of this dude, this ancestor dude. Damon has now learned stuff. I'm happy for him, okay? Damon, he's now a good boy. Damon just had to find his ideals and not enjoy life. He had to change things. I feel like life would be harder if you moved your kingdom. But luckily, Earth saved. Dragon Force, no longer. Unova is rich with dragons, and I like the dragons in Unova. Oh boy, I'm excited for more movies, including more dragons. Yay, I like dragons. Dragons are pretty cool. This movie, Journey movie, lasts like maybe 45 minutes, is the swords thing, and I like that. It was nice. But I felt emotionally, it was fine. I kind of felt for Ash when he started losing air and started getting cold in the very edges of Earth's atmosphere, which then was heated up by Victini. And Victini actually broke the pillars. It only took Reshiram and Zekrom to help weaken them so Victini can break out of them and save everyone. Good job, Victini, you did good, okay. Other than that, nice movie. It was a nice movie. It was okay. Otherwise, I wish there was more emotional development. I like Victini's character, I want to see more Victini. So I gotta give this movie a solid 6. Yeah, 6 out of 10. If you like this review, watch another one. YouTube really likes that. You can also like, comment, subscribe, share this video with everyone you know. The ultimate goal of this channel is for me to become an expert movie reviewer. So if I haven't reviewed it on the channel, there's a chance I haven't even seen it at all. If you'd like to request a movie in the comments below, you can do that. Fast track movie review request at patreon.com/ASCpresents. $20 a month for one movie review per 1 month. $3 a month for how to draw Pokemon tutorials. And 250 vlogs that are out there right now. Only on patreon.com/ASCpresents. And if you'd like to help support the daily grind this, use this link tree. It really helps the daily grindiness. Fansly is free to follow, so you can go there. And until next time, I'm itsmintsalad. I'll see you later, my sound croutons and bacon bits.